Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to Entrepreneur TV Middle East. And with me is the one and only Miguel Villalonga. He is the Chief Operating Officer at E-End Enterprise. Thank you so much for welcoming us to your beautiful booth and to GITEX. How are you today?
Very well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So GITEX has been extremely busy these days. Tell me, what are your first impressions here and there? How's it going on day two?
It's busy, very, very busy. Yesterday it was the opening day, which is normally quiet, but it was not quiet at all. And today we've seen a significant number of announcements, visitors. We just announced a major partnership with AWS, which is very exciting for us. So yeah, looking forward for the rest of GITEX.
Amazing. We're very happy for you. So tell me, I think I want to kick off this conversation by just asking you, how do you view, AI adoption, especially here across the Middle East? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, this country is known for taking advantage of the new waves of opportunity, and AI has been an amazing opportunity that the country is really jumping on. So you see opportunities pretty much everywhere. The public sector is very, very supportive. We see a number of initiatives driven by the government, and then the private sector in different industries are very eager to embrace the opportunities of AI. So that, together with the regulatory framework and all the right tools that are being deployed to attract investment, develop local talent, is something that tells us that the future is very bright in the AI space.
Of course, and the sky's the limit, especially here in this region. Now tell me, are there any specific technologies that you're implementing at the moment in E-Enterprise?
Well, yes, definitely. Nowadays, everything is AI. So we are enabling AI infrastructure. We are deploying networks specifically for AI. We're building data centers for AI. And all our solutions are empowered by AI. Our platforms, internally for our own operations, as well as for our customers. And then we also have dedicated consulting teams that are helping our customers deploy AI in their own industry. So yeah, nowadays, everything is AI.
And tell me one more thing. Obviously, AI has a lot of benefits, and even being a consumer of, let's say, ChatGPT or any other platform, we only see the advantages of it. But from your perspective, what would be kind of the challenges of actually integrating AI into the systems?
So for companies to adopt AI, at the end, there are different hurdles that have to be crossed, right? One of them is the availability of infrastructure. AI is not precisely cheap, so you have to develop models, we have to train models. The chipset infrastructure is not easily available, it's expensive. So that's one of the areas. But the main problem that we find is that AI is an engine that works with data. So if your data doesn't have the right quality and you don't have the right structure of the data, it's impossible to reach to the right conclusions of the AI initiatives. And then around that, it's talent. I mean, these are new technologies. You need people that are aware and are well trained to ensure that you can make the best use of the technology. So talent, data, and availability of infrastructure, I believe these are the three key challenges that we find.
Of course, training and education is extremely important. It's such a no-zone for many people. Now tell me, how about the sustainability, goals? Can AI reach those sustainability initiatives that this region is implementing?
That's the overall idea. All these new technologies have the mandate to be deployed in a sustainable manner, right?
How possible is it, right?
It's a work in progress. I mean, we have to remember that we are in a country which is, from a climate perspective, it's difficult. I mean, cooling data center, for example, is something which is a major challenge to be achieved by infrastructure. But there's so much drive from government and companies to reach the sustainability criteria that all investments that are possible are being made. So it's new technologies being deployed, it's new energy sources being deployed to ensure that the future of AI and the growth of the infrastructure is sustainable.
All right, I see. Now tell me one last question. Since you are a leader in this industry, would there be any sort of top 3 pieces of advice that you would give to all the other companies out there that are trying to employ, let's say, AI into their systems?
Well, yeah, I mean, with all the due respect to people that know their business better than anyone else, I think it's important, first of all, to have a clear understanding of what you're trying to achieve with AI. You need to have a clear strategy, you have to have a clear vision, you have to know what success means. then translating that into a specific action plan. And this is normally what we find is that those plans have to be executed on use cases, right? Depending whether you're a bank or a government entity or a retail company, at the end you want to see what are the use cases that you want to implement to ensure that the success is achieved. Then going back to the same point, I mean, data is crucial and critical. It's very important to clean up data, to have the right foundation so that you can execute those use cases. Going back to the same point, talent, have the right people, invest in people, develop your people, because at the end it's the people that know the business better. And then never lose sight from innovation. Innovation is very important, and this is the drive of all these initiatives.
And it's very fast-paced. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, these were your top 3 tips. I think there were 5 actually from Miguel, but muchas gracias. Thank you so much for today, and we wish you the best of luck, honestly. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.